SK Hynix is coming to West Lafayette. SK Hynix is a major South Korean chip manufacturer. They supply a lot of chips to NVIDIA for artificial intelligence, AI. They're building a chip packaging plant in West Lafayette. A lot of residents are concerned about this location and the effects that it might have on quality of life and the environment. And I do understand the concerns. Residents have been continuing to protest at city council meetings every month. There are some lawsuits up in the air where the plaintiffs are seeking discovery and the defendants are pushing back a little bit, saying this is a little bit of a fishing expedition. SK Hynix and Purdue Research Foundation and Purdue and the city pushing back a little, saying this. But SK Hynix, if you'd watched the show a couple of weeks ago, announced that they had their drainage permits. They now have their permits for foundations, for foundation work, and work is going to get started. If you follow Dave Bangert, he has a forgive the word, play on words, Dave, I'm sorry. He has a fantastic interview with the head of the SK Hynix project for SK Hynix in last Sundays, based in Lafayette. You should go check that out. But they have gotten their permits and they are starting work. Silt fencing is going up on February 23rd, 2 weeks from today. Grading work starts on March 2nd. They're going to start pouring foundations on a date yet TBD, with a target date of full opening in the latter half of 2028. Drill, baby, drill. I appreciate the sentiment. I don't think that is comforting to the residents who are concerned about this, but I don't disagree. And if you're living too close to SK Hynix and you want to sell and this sounds opportunistic, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let me help you sell your house so you can get away from SK Hynix. And if you are moving here because you're about to work on this SK Hynix site, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let me help you buy one of those houses that people want to get away from SK Hynix. I joke. I have a pretty dry, sarcastic sense of humor. I do understand all of your opinions on this. You know that my opinion does not put any sort of thumb on the scale whatsoever. I'm just some guy. I'm just a realtor opining here on the internet, and I don't mean to chase anybody away. I do understand those who are all for it. I do understand those who have concerns. I think that I approach this with a realistic view of it's happening. Are there methods and ways to try to slow it down and maybe even stop it? And should you avail yourself of your rights to try to do that? Absolutely, you should. 100%. 100%. And I do not judge you for that, but I will help you buy or sell your house. They're going to set up 3 fences. So there's the silt fence. There's going to be a sound block on fence outside of that on the north, east, and south sides. But the west side is going to be a mesh fence, and they've basically invited people to keep an eye on the project and see what's going on. I don't think that a soundproof barrier fence is going to be any magic panacea for keeping the noise down for neighbors across Salisbury and that sort of thing, but they're trying to do what they can, and they're also being open. So those fences go up on the 23rd. Grading work begins on March 2nd, and I think that we'll have our foundation date definitely before March 2nd, I would think. I think by the time they hit grading, we're going to know when foundations are going to be poured. So stay tuned for more information on that. And you stay tuned by going to the Lafayette, by going and hitting the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the videos here on the Lafayette Reel.